Hello, everyone. It is me, Sarah Burns, ambassadoress of the unseen and teacher of mystic arts. And I made a few videos prior to this, between the cracks of being a mother, around my relationship with spring cleaning and what it means to spring clean in a magical way. So, in an intentional way, in a way that acknowledges that what you are cleaning and clearing in your physical space is reflecting and affecting your spiritual nature, your soul's embodiment here on this earth. And so it's interesting because I did this big deep clean of my office here at home, and gutted out all the cupboards and pulled out all the old flowers and leaves, and just had this really big ritual of bringing out all the excess, any stagnating energy in the physical plane here in my office space, which represents also my relationship to my creative energy, my relationship to the outer world, as I have my computer here. It's where I do the sessions for my clients. And so I was really setting this big example for myself of how to create more space for being creative in ways that I want and feeling nourished in that, and also turning everything purple. And so what ended up happening though was that night, so I don't know if I can show you in here. So like there's a door there. It's open because we had some workers here recently because our hot water stopped working. And we just got this new pump like 6 days ago. So it's this brand new pump. We've had all these different water issues on the land. It turns out even another person I live with here also had their hot water go out the same day with their own private hot water heater. So why I wanted to bring that up was I found it was really interesting. Today we found out what it was, which was that the actual power to the water, kind of like this fuse box had just like overheated, and there was like a mini like fire, and I remember I'd smelled something. And so why I bring this up is, for me, I actually stopped this process of like making this newsletter. I'm like, oh, we have no hot water. We haven't had hot water for 4 days. And it really kind of put me in a bit of a funk, feeling like this very important aspect of having my family's basic needs was under some stress. And what I thought about today when making this video was just to remind myself and to remind other people that might be watching that the process of clearing and cleaning and choosing to like up level your life doesn't mean that it begins and then ends when you think it's done. Like I'm like, it's done, okay. Same thing with my friend slash landlord. Is he just, this whole land has had this massive, he calls it the landlord Olympics, because all of a sudden this month like so many things are breaking like all at once. And it's this reminder for myself of like, okay, this process, when you set your intention to participate in a ritual for yourself or for humanity or for the world, whatever that looks like, is to remind yourself that that ritual doesn't necessarily end when you think it ends, that you've enacted a prayer or a spell that is going to move throughout your home, that's going to, in this case, I thought it was interesting because it was a power situation. So like the actual surge of power like kind of destroyed my hot water heater in a strange way, and it was water that got it. So it was like this, for me, I've been exploring, okay, what does water mean? Where does fire and water mix? Where does the emotions and passion mix? Where does action and receptivity mix? And the altar I actually changed. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's right here. That I made before my hot water heater died was this water altar, which was dedicated to like this softening into the feminine waters, softening into the power of lavender, calm, easeful. It has Kuan Yin in the center. So I bring that up to you is just to know that in this process of spring cleaning, magical spring cleaning, that to trust that whatever comes up is a continuation of that prayer. It's a continuation of that clearing. It's a continuation of the resolution that you're seeking in moving energy in the physical plane. So with that, if you are interested in sharing, I'm going to be offering a free webinar called The Magical Guide to Spring Cleaning. You guessed it, because I've just been doing a bunch of different segments in my own life, and my guides are like, you should really like share with people the process that you're going through, because it's very different than just your regular sweep and mop and declutter. It's working with the energetics of the different places of our house and how to clean in a way that directly reflects and also gives us information for ourselves on what's going on in our own inner world, by witnessing the outer world and then affecting the outer world to then reflect our inner world. So we're going to be working on the pantry, which I just did a bunch of today. We just gutted out all of our herbs, and I'll get into reasons and how to work with medicines and pantry. We're going to get into technology and social media and spring cleaning your computer and spring cleaning your altar and resetting your space in that way, and working with entranceways. So feel free to sign up, drop in on the replay, and I look forward to sharing a little bit of these teachings that I'm just doing right now. I'm thinking it, and maybe some of you are too. All right, until next, ciao.